Should all rise for the pledge of the flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Would all remain standing. There was a senseless act of violence after the Super Bowl. One person was killed, and many children were shot as a result of a senseless act of violence.
Notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act has been satisfied concerning this meeting. The Home News Tribune, the Star-Ledger published the notice on October 6, 2023. It was posted on the municipal bulletin board and should be so noted in the minutes of this meeting. Councilman Bauer. Here. Councilwoman De Jesus. Councilman Ficarra. Here. Councilwoman McCullough.
Here.
Councilwoman Meehan. Councilman Patel. Councilman Small. Vice President Spiller.
Here.
And President Anderson.
Here.
Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from February 6, 2024?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Beginning with second reading ordinances, we have one listed tonight, which is an ordinance to amend Chapter 7 to add a handicap parking space on Michael Court. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter A only. Hearing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. First reading ordinances, you have letters B, C, and D listed before you. Can I get a motion that these three ordinances be passed on first reading, published in the Home News Tribune on Friday, February 23rd, with notice of public hearing be held on Tuesday, March 5th, 2024 at 6 p.m.?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Finally, Mr. President, you have 32 listed items. I just sent you an add-on for 33 earlier today. Can I get a motion to approve 1 through 33 by consent?
Motion.
Second.
Have any questions or comments from council?
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I'll abstain from number 32.
So noted. Any others? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. That's all I have, Mr. President.
At this time, we'll go to our public comment portion of tonight's meeting. Please, when you're approaching the microphone, please state your name and what section of township you live in, and you'll have a one-time opportunity to speak up to 5 minutes. Also, all videotaping must be done in the area that is marked off over by the microphone.
Are there any comments from the public this evening?
Just two things tonight. John Vertari, Woodbridge. First of all, I would just talk to, I want to congratulate what our township public workers did those two snowstorms, not because of my experience from over the years, but hear from the other people. People are so pleased, never, ever before. And what was older people, young people, they were careful, a beautiful job they did. But I talked to Mr. Brewer over there, now the Route 35, those people, the state, who does the state job, those people are lousy. I mean, they drive 40 miles an hour. They push the snow up to the top of the buildings, for God's sake. Not just what specialist guy only got 12 inches of snow, and he goes 40 miles an hour like the rest of it. And I remember many years ago, when was Casey, his kids were in my shop and they opened the door, they paid for the shovel snow. But anyway, would something be done to those people who slow down, especially the buildings that, Main Street or down, my buildings, things like that, just throw the snow over the buildings. I mean, there's a reason, I don't know, they just don't care or it's stupid because something, the snow hit somebody's gonna kill them, And, but anyway, township, God bless you guys, you did a great job. Congratulations. Last council meeting, Mayor, I said 5 things all the time, but you said something that I'm scaring the people. I don't think I'm scaring the people. I'm just talking for other people because they're telling me. I hope I'm not scaring you, because those people are coming and they start to speak. So please don't say I'm scaring the people. But people are scared, the bills they get, and there's always excuse. It's not you, it's somebody else. I went last Thursday to a school board meeting, and I asked him, if the mayor is building everything, paying for everything, why are you raising the school taxes, property tax? And of course, the explanation was not clear, and we know why, because more children, more expensive, we know that's why they're doing it. But, well, 2% here, 2% there, 2% there. And I'm sure you're going to hear something from the county, because you said yourself that Main Street, what they're doing now over there by Bowling Alley, it's a county job. Last summer said you are the one running all the jobs. So we know it costs more money. Only thing what people oppose, why do we have to pay for all of it? Not the people, they're creating those, what you call, environment, so more kids, more traffic, more water, whatever we call it. And so that's what people are concerned. We know it has to be done, but I said all along, I don't think those people that bring all these developments, they're not paying the share amount of taxes. Thank you.
Are there any other comments this evening from the public? There are no other comments. Can I get the motion that the public comment portion be closed?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay. We'll go into the agenda portion of the meeting. My agenda is basically in order. I do have some great announcements. Locally, things have gone very well for our sports teams here in Woodbridge Township for the winter. Just the other day, our Colonia boys varsity basketball team became the GMC champions, beating St. Thomas Aquinas. And just yesterday, our Colonia boys JV also won the GMC championship. And then yesterday, I also learned that the Woodbridge High School coach for the boys basketball team, Jonathan Tuchinski, was named GMC Coach of the Year, which I think is just outstanding. I'll give a very good example. Coach Tuchinski's been there for 3 years. His first record was 8-14. The next year he was 14-12, and this year he's 16-7, and they're heading into a game against Plainfield tomorrow. I think that says a lot about the program and the people that are buying in over there. We also have Woodbridge High School boys and girls who are in the state playoffs as well, and would like to wish them all luck. And Colonia has secured, I believe, the 2 seed for the state playoffs, the Colonia boys. And on the girls' side, Colonia girls fell short in the county finals, but I believe it's 9 points, Mayor?
Yeah, 9 points.
Mayor and I did the game. Taylor Durkak is set to be, when she scores her first 9 points in the playoff game at the next game, she will be the first player in Woodbridge Township history to ever score 2,000 points in a career. She is the all-time leading scorer in all of Woodbridge basketball, boys and girls. She'll be the first one to ever secure a 2,000 point, and to me, it's phenomenal. I also want to announce there was some accomplishments for our local bowling teams, and I just want to give that announcement. So the Woodbridge High School boys and girls had a successful season. The boys are the GMC County runner-up, and the girls are the GMC County champions. Both move into the state tournament this week. Coach Amanda Small came back this year to coach after a 3-year maternity leave. And she was a great bowler herself when she was at Woodbridge High School, and she happens to be the daughter of our councilman, Mr. Brian Small. So I just want to wish everyone a lot of luck in their postseason, and then again, as we prepare for our spring sports, all those that are going out for the spring sport teams, want to wish them a lot of luck as well. And that's all. Councilman Council Vice President Spiller.
Thank you, Council President Anderson. Item number 13, School 4 and 5. Just want to give a quick update. Some of the residents have reached out to me recently. At its last meeting, the school district adopted several agenda items. A quick summary of the agenda items. One agenda item hires an engineering firm to conduct interior work of the building rehabilitation. One item concerns the removal and storage of the building's rooftop solar installation. And the last item approves the construction contractor for the building to use union labor via a project labor agreement. So things are moving forward. Just to refresh, there'll be a new School 4 built. School 5 will be remodeled, and then after School 4 is built, the existing School 4 will be demolished, taken down. Item number 16, Greenway Family Success Center is hosting its first ever father-daughter dance this Friday, February 23rd at the Avenel VFW, located at 60 West Park Avenue. That is from 5:30 to 7:30, and they are also holding a women's empowerment brunch on Saturday, March 9th with Dress for Success Central New Jersey. That is from 11 to 2. To register or volunteer for each event, please call the center at 732-527-3400, and the center is located at 1005 Broadway Avenue. The rest of my agenda is in order. Council President, Director Brew. I get nervous when I see you on TV. That means something's going down. I'd rather see you at Strawberries, like I said, and the mayor. But again, excellent job. I think we were all a little bit surprised when we woke up and that 1 to 3 or 3 to 5 all of a sudden became at least 9 inches at 64 Harvard Avenue. So I woke up at 5:37. I saw blacktop and it was 2 inches off the curb. So again, please offer all my thank you to them. Thank you all emergency responders, Woodbridge Police Department, Woodbridge employees, DPW. God bless America. Thank you, Council President Anderson.
Thank you, Council Vice President. Also, my sentiments, Mr. Brew and your crew. I heard the plows going at 3:30 in the morning, and they were back again. As Councilman Spiller pointed out, they were back again, and it's great when you hear from your neighbors. It's always good when they're giving you a thumbs up about the services from the town. Thank you. I'll move on to Councilman Ficarra.
Thank you, Council President. My agenda is a mess here, but I'm going to take a shot. In the world of recreation, we do have a lot of flyers that were mailed to our home that will give you good guidance as to what's going on in the spring at the community center and the club at Woodbridge. Moving down to my item number 5, Heroes and Cool Kids is a peer leadership program that all 3 of our high schools and our middle schools are involved in. They had a training session last week, and it was it's just good to go and see our kids front and center doing public speaking, talking about social issues like substance abuse awareness and leadership and sportsmanship, and it's just a great program. If you are a parent that has a student involved with Heroes and Cool Kids, congratulations to you, Council President Anderson. I know you guys know firsthand. Also, Council President, while I'm giving you kudos, you talked about the teams. Brian and Derek are key players on that Woodbridge High School, so good luck tomorrow. I know we got a big game, and we got to get everybody healthy.
Thank you.
Good luck on that. Also, going back to Heroes and Cool Kids, just so you know, it's not the reason to be involved, but being in the college admissions business that I am in now, being a student and participating in peer leadership is a critical item to have on a resume. Really can separate you from other people. So please keep those things in mind. Our mobile healthcare unit is out and about, so keep an eye on our website for the schedule. Just an announcement that we are in the planning stages. Mr. Brew, I know you're aware of this. We haven't even really started yet, but the community playground at Merle Park, we're starting to look at updating that. And if anytime that I'm there with my grandkids, it's always crowded. If you have any comments or suggestions, you can hit me up. My email address is on the website. It's very easy. But I'd appreciate any suggestions you might have so I can bring it to the table when we really start rolling up our sleeves. And then one final personal note that I have is that, like many of you, I never knew what to do with styrofoam. It seems like everything we get shipped has styrofoam in it. So I must confess that I was putting it in the garbage, and then I know, even though it's on the calendar that we hand out and all of our recycled material, if you just go down to our recycle center, there's a bin there. You take it out of your car, you put it in the bin, and you're done, and you're doing something good for the earth. So the recycle center has unlimited resources. Check out your calendars or go to our website. That's all I have, Council President. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Bauer.
Thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order. Just to reiterate what the rest of my councilmates say, Director Brew and your staff, great job during the last storm. God bless all our essential workers, our first responders, and God bless America. That's all I have today. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you. Councilwoman Meehan.
Thank you, Council President. Going down to my agenda, number 4, the Have a Heart food drive is now concluded, though we're still counting up some of the totals on food and money that's still coming in. As of today, we've collected 17,600 pounds in food and over $54,000 in money. Thank you to every business, organization, and resident that donated food, and a special thank you to all the schools throughout the district that held different fundraisers to help them collect as much food and money as they could. No matter what you donated, even if it was one box of food, it makes all the difference to help restock our food pantries during these winter months when supplies are critically low, so that we continue to help families right here in our community. They say it takes a village to feed a village, and that is exactly what the village of Woodbridge Township has once again done. So also thank you to Peter Barcelona, the director of We Feed Woodbridge, who works tirelessly for the residents here in our township. And I just have one announcement. On March 3rd from noon to 2, we will be holding our annual chili cook-off at the Woodbridge Brewery. Stop by and taste some of the finest chilies Woodbridge has to offer. The price of admission is $10 to enter, and if you want to show your chili, it's $20. Winners have a chance to win up to $300 for their winning recipes. To enter the contest, please reach out to Eileen from the Woodbridge Rec Department at 732-596-4047. This year, all proceeds will be donated to help with medical expenses for the family of Ben Leary, a 3rd grader at School 21 in Colonia, who was recently diagnosed with leukemia. If you'd like to donate a basket to raffle off to help us raise additional money for Ben, you can reach out to me at 732-382-0273. And also, thank you, Director Brew, for the hard work you and all of your staff has done. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Councilwoman McCullough.
Thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order. I just have a few announcements for myself and some for Councilman Small. For myself, the announcement I have is that the Chamber of Commerce will be having their open house on February the 28th at 11 a.m. at 178 Main Street. Please stop by, check out their new location, and learn more about the Chamber. For Brian Small, he wanted me to remind everybody that the St. Patrick's Day Parade is coming up on March 10th, starting at 1:30 from Woodbridge High School, coming down and finishing in Town Hall. The American Irish will be having an after party at the Acacia Center, and the Elks will be having an after party at the Elks. For information about these two, you can go on to the Irish American website or the Elks website to get the admission prices and what they will be offering at these parties. Also, Woodbridge Brewing Company has a multitude of signings that are coming up. They have signings every Saturday and Sunday for the next several weeks. To get the actual dates and times of who will be there for your favorite teams, log on to woodbridgebrewingco.com and go to their events calendar, and it'll tell you who will be there and what team they're from. Other than that, thank you, George Brew. My street was actually down to a blacktop at 5 o'clock in the morning, which is great because I live on a very small street and sometimes it takes a while to get plowed. And the last thing, I'd just like you to keep all of our soldiers in your prayers for a safe mission and a safe return home. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'll just make 2 announcements for the Woodbridge Public Library. Woodbridge Treasures, a snapshot of recreation, leisure, activities, and student life from the Woodbridge Public Library archives on view from March 11th through April 5th. There'll be a reception and celebration of Woodbridge history Saturday, March 16th at 11 a.m. And also Windows of Understanding. Visit the Woodbridge Public Library for a reception to welcome Middlesex County students and view their art that has transformed our library into a Main Street space and literal windows of understanding spaces in which the community can learn about the positive strides being made in local organizations around a wide array of social justice issues that do not make daily headlines. The topic between January 29th and March 31st, topic will be mental health, and that's at 1 George Frederick Plaza. And then lastly, a reminder that this Saturday, not Sunday, this Saturday, at the Woodbridge, at the Acacia Center, there'll be the Independent Club of Colonia Black History Month celebration from 3 to 5. And one of our own, Mr. Vaccaro, will be celebrated and acknowledged for his contributions to that organization and to the ongoing efforts in recognizing Black history in Woodbridge Township. So please come out and support Councilman Vaccaro, and have, it's always a good time. Come and be entertained and learn a lot about local Black history, and also partake in some of the food that the Independent Club of Colonia provides. I'll move on to Mr. Mitch.
My agenda is in order, thank you.
All right, that was easy.
Sir.
Okay. Mayor McCormick?
Thank you, Council President. I'd like to echo the compliments to George Brew and his crews for the last snowstorm. I had a prearranged call at 6:15 a.m. with WABC New York, and when they called me, I looked out my front window and saw blacktop, and I didn't know what went on in the night, so I told them, look, it really didn't snow that much. I have no snow in my street. Little did I know there were between 8 and 9 inches that came down overnight, but the streets were already pretty much cleared. So being the boss, they wanted to interview somebody live at the Salt Dome. Being the boss, I went back to sleep and sent George out to be on WABC, and he did a very credible job, as he always does, talking about how snow removal, works. So I just want to say great job by George and all his crews. You didn't even notice. The next day, as Sharon said, blacktop. I got in the car a couple hours later, blacktop everywhere.
Yeah.
So it was a phenomenal job. Thank you, George, and the teams.
Kids might have been upset that there was no snow to go sledding on the street with, right?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, it's not about the kids, it's about my budget.
Yeah, oh yeah. When I was a kid, we used to go down on our street. We would sled on our street because we had a nice decline down there on Brown Avenue. Can't do that if we have a crew as good as his, All right, Mr. Simaluka.
You can get your rollerblades out, Councilman. That's how good our DPW crew is.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I have a few items tonight. I have a tax and sewer overpayment. I have a court tax appeal. I also have we're creating a pool of appraisers, a pool of attorneys, a disaster recovery management provider, and a construction management provider. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you, Director Brew. Did I go out of order? I'm sorry.
You're the president.
So I have 3 items tonight. The first is a resolution accepting dedication of Matty Court in Colonia as a public street. Second is the release of a surety bond for 800 and 806 Wood Avenue in Sweetwater Lane, Colonia. And a resolution for Cutter's Dock Road bridge replacement. Sorry, new glass is not so good today.
Okay.
Sorry about that. That's what
Director
happened.
Hunt.
Thank you, Council President. I have 2 traffic ordinances. Thanks.
Thank you, Director Darden.
Thank you, Council President. Just our standard bi-weekly refund resolutions. Thank you.
Legal? Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Second?